Hi everybody, this is Halfmoonjoker, and today I've got a Yu-Gi-Oh video for you. And the topic of today's video is, what kind of decks do you run? For me, I run 7. I call it my 7 swords. And you might ask yourself, why 7? And then the answer is I kind of just picked a number. But the reason why is I found myself having, while building either my 2nd or my 3rd deck, I'm kind of thinking to myself, oh god, what am I doing? Am I going to need to get 20 Mirror Force or 30 Mystical Space Typhoon, right? Because I have enough of an interest that I'm always wanting to build decks and put things together. So I thought by kind of keeping a certain limit, I would just kind of use my resources and my attention to the best of my ability. So I feel like with this limit of just 7, which that's not a small number, but this limit of 7 is at least manageable. And I'm going to real quick go through what types of decks all 7 are. First one, the original OG, my deck from day one, Heroes.
Joker!
Love the deck, and over years I put in more and more of my favorite cards. I had so many that I could not trim it down into a usable deck, so that was really the genesis of me taking the one deck and splitting it off into all these branches. So pretty much now, if I have a card that I like, I can fit in one of my decks. Alright, and the second one is my Dark Magician deck, because who doesn't love Dark Magician? It's not the most competitive thing in the world, but I don't care. Number 3 is Lightsworn. And here I made a very conscious decision not to use Dragon Rulers. Because I don't feel that Lightsworn Rulers is, for me, it's not my thing. I stick to a pure Lightsworn deck. And the 4th one is Vampires. I've always loved Vampires, and for a number of years, I would always look at the vampire cards that exist, and it's just general zombie support, and you couldn't really make a deck out of them until, I guess it was Shadow Specters with the release of a few of the really good ones. I just really want to jump on that opportunity. And now, moving on. Number 5 is Inzektors. And Inzektors, if you didn't know, are closely based on Kamen Rider characters. And I love some Kamen Rider. So this is definitely a deck for me. But let me say, if Dragonfly and Hornet were at 3, there's no way I would use more than one. Because I'm not that cruel of a person. Alright, number 6, fittingly enough, is 6 Samurais. And there's some stuff I did with this. It's I tried to put kind of a twist on it. I'm not going to go into that right now. But if you watch the videos where I'm dueling, you'll see what I'm talking about. My 7th and final deck is Blackwings. And I don't have too much to say about Blackwings because I'm still in the process of building it. I got about half of the cards physically. I got a build on DevPro I've been trying, but I've only dueled with it a time or 2. It's doing alright though. I gotta tell you, I'm happy with that. But that covers it. That is my 7 swords.
Joker!
I tried to choose very different types of decks so that I can use pretty much any card I want in one deck or another. So now it's your turn. What decks do you use? Leave it down in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. And you know what? If you're into comic books, check out my channel. I have a segment I call Comics Tuesday. It's right there on the channel. I'm going to have it organized into a playlist for comic books for Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's it. Till next time, Brooklyn Rage.